Lagers, Pilsners, India Pale Ales, double IPAs, Doppelbocks, Belgian Goldens. That's right, it's all here on another round of Brewsday Tuesday. Here's DreZ and Big Nate.
That's right. It's all here on a celiac edition of Brewsday Tuesday. No, it's brought to you by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store in downtown Blacksburg. Like I said, I saw Mikey said, "Hey, give me some of that gluten-free beer." But one of the go-tos for I'm sure a lot of celiac people, and I don't know, is all cider gluten-free?
Yeah,
naturally,
naturally,
unless you're putting gluten.
There's
in.
no and unless you're adding wheat or barley, I think you're good.
So this round is going to be ciders, which I just popped the homegrown hard cider from Flat Rock, which is a cider company in what looks like North Kakalaki somewhere. But this is the tropical pineapple coming in at 6%. I guess they all like to be 6%, don't they?
So that one's interesting. At least to me, because I work here.
And
how'd you get your hands on that cider?
It appeared on my desk, I think, because someone was tired of it laying around. So we did like a little bit of a makeover at the station here. I guess what has it been, like a month, two? I don't know, but basically we were ripping up the carpet. We were sanding things down and getting everything ready, fresh coat of paint, getting new carpet put in, and
which JT has already stained the carpet.
Yeah, that'll happen. But so we were doing all this stuff, and again, I don't know who brought it, but at some point a 4-pack of these tropical pineapples showed up, and at some point it went from a 4-pack to a 2-pack. So whoever brought them drank at least 2 of them, I think. And then there was just 2 of these just sitting in the conference room for I don't even know how long, until finally, I don't know if somebody grabbed one and then took the other or whatever, but it showed up on my desk. I guess they were finally like, if there's booze laying around, just give it to DreZ and he will drink it eventually. So, and that is the case. So we are finally found an excuse to drink this cider on the air, which honestly, it looks like when I saw it, I'm like, whose is that? I want to try one of those. Well, I finally ended up doing it.
How do you feel about pineapple?
I love pineapple. Even on a pizza. I know it's a hot topic, but I'm down with the pineapple on the pizza. I'm fine with that.
I've never been a huge fan of pineapple.
Really?
I can't. I don't know what it. I think comes down to the banana thing. I can't do.
You think it's a texture?
It's
too. So you don't even like pineapple juice or anything like that?
No, I do like pineapple juice. That's what I'm saying. Like I can roll with the pineapple juice. It's great in mixed beverages, but pineapple itself freaks me out.
Well, that's where you and I differ, because honestly, I'm only 1 sip in, but this is delicious. I love some good pineapple with apple. Like, it's going to be great.
I'm very stoked on this one because cider is just one of those, like, on a hot day, I love, like, nice crisp cider, kind of relaxed, particularly for the fall. And I've got the Blue Toad Granny Smith, their Patty Green hard cider, and 5.5% ABV. I'm pretty sure I know where you got this one. I think this was they were out at Floyd Fest.
Yeah, they were, and that was one of, because they had so many different flavors, and luckily, the couple different cans that we didn't pop on the show might have wound back up, thrown in the cooler, and brought back here for a rainy day show, which it worked out great, because here we are celebrating celiac awareness. Celebrating, is that really the right word?
We're raising awareness.
Mm-hmm.
They also do something that I really love, like on a cider label, so they give you like there's a flavor profile with cider. There's dry, semi-dry, semi-sweet, sweet. This one's dry, which is like my favorite cider because it's going to be much more tart, crisp. It's going to hit your palate, but it's not going to sit there and linger. Like, you're not going to have all those sugars hanging out. So I'm very excited to try this. And it's only 115 calories.
Oh, so again, I do not have the the nutrition facts on mine, which means it's probably not as nutritional because it does taste really good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'll be interested to try your toad, but I think it's gonna be hard to top this one from the tropical pineapple, dude. This is pretty delicious. I'm not gonna lie. It's very sweet. The sugar content on this must be out the yin yang.
Well, that's the other thing. Like I had to take a Tums before this segment because there's a lot of sugar associated with ciders, and it always hits me in like that weird like heartburn spot.
Yeah.
Which maybe just be a sign of my age. I'm only 32, damn it, but it's hitting like a freight train.
I can't drink cider like I used to.
Beer doesn't do it to me though.
That's why you just got
just cider.
Drink beer. Yeah. And again with the sweetness. Now I've never drank enough cider, strictly cider, to be, drunk and have a hangover, but you always hear about like, with the sweet wines, or if you drink something real sugary cocktails, like
terrible.
Yeah, the hangovers can be pretty bad with the really sweet stuff. I don't know what that is. Obviously, it's something in the sugar that makes
got to be the sugar.
Does it make you just more dehydrated?
I think it dehydrates you. It's got to be diuretic. I think that's the word. I think it.
We're talking way over
Yeah, we needed like a doctor. Like, what's Dr. Oz doing?
I was thinking about this. Are we really going to do a celiac awareness show? I feel like you need somebody that's more of an
medical
expert.
professional.
But so far, you've been able to answer most of my questions. I feel like you're almost acting like you did more than 3 minutes of a Wikipedia page research on this. So,
I try to learn everything I can, but I don't have that DR degree. Not Dr. Nunya.
Dr. Nunya and the hizzy. So yeah, we were talking about the gluten-free beer, which, by the way, I mean, drinkable, not amazing. Cider, though, I mean, that's really what I would just have to go on a cider kick rather than get into craft beer. I would just get really into craft cider, because I know that we're focusing on the sweetness, but I generally do also really like the drier ciders. Like I know there's that one Hawk Knob. We actually had a gentleman on, gosh, that's been years now. One of the pretty early, he might have been one of our first Brewsday Tuesday guests with me and Huck. But man, that stuff was really, really good. And it was more of a dry cider. And they were like super high ABVs too, which another little check on the DreZ.
Traditionally, cider should be dry. Like I hate and simultaneously love when you're throwing like a potluck and people are like, yeah, I'm bringing cider. Well, what are you bringing? Oh, Red's apple. Oh, buddy, they add so much sugar to that. That's just gonna not sit well for anyone. But I love like the natural cider. I think when it's well executed, there was a cidery over in Floyd that I absolutely fell in love with, Foggy Ridge. And they no longer make cider, unfortunately. They're still an apple orchard, and they give their apples to other cideries across the country. But easily the best cider I've ever had, and I wish I'd like saved a bottle.
Mm-hmm. And where's the Blue Toad from? Or can you
Charlottesville. They are, yeah.
Really? Because then Bold Rock is down that way.
Technically, Roseland, Virginia. And apparently they also have a location in Rochester, New York.
That's what I remember, New York for some reason. But so, okay. So it is fairly local, which is awesome. And I do remember, I guess you didn't drink it on the show. It was our guest out at Floyd Fest. Was it Emily? She was the one that was drinking the toad cider. So
I had the lime smash, which also delicious.
Yeah.
Devil's backbone.
Had the orange or the grape or whatever it was. But no, I think I had one of those, or I tried one of them, but it wasn't. That's the green apple, right?
Yeah, it's the Patty Green Granny Smith.
So I have not had that one, so I'm interested to give it a shot here in a little bit. What you ready to go ahead and untap it? How you feeling? How you feeling about it?
I do want to like have a conversation here for a second. First,
okay,
though.
Real quick, I'm running out of time.
Have you ever considered that you may be gluten intolerant?
I don't think so.
Okay. So I was doing a
checking the symptoms.
I was trying to find us some tunes, and I was doing a rundown of people who are like, trying to, you always do that thing rockers with, or there's not a single rock musician listed on the Wikipedia celebrity
I
list.
can almost guarantee you that there are, though. They just probably don't.
Yeah, they ignore it. They ignore the symptoms. It's all athletes.
That
Athletes
makes
are
more
the
sense.
ones who figured out, and Elizabeth Hasselbeck.
Hmm.
So maybe if beer's not sitting right with you, maybe it's not the beer. Maybe it's you.
Maybe you need to check your celiac tolerance level, because gluten might not be your friend, which again, man, I really and I think it's one of those things where you can develop it later in life, I'm sure, because I mean,
Much like a lactose intolerance, I think
all that
it
sort of
just
stuff. So
develops.
of course I'm going to be the kind of guy that, that I'll get it, and then I'll be depressed because I can no longer enjoy beer and bread and all the good stuff
Cider's
that
Day
comes with it.
Tuesday does not have a good ring.
It doesn't
to it.
ring. It doesn't quite ring like it does. We'll have to figure that out. But all right, let's go ahead and untap these bad boys, which I am really, really enjoying. The Flat Rock Cider Company's Tropical Pineapple. It's definitely sweet. I know that Blue Toad over there actually has a little scale of sweetness on the side, which is pretty handy if you're looking for more dry or you want to know. But if this Flat Rock one had that, it would be definitely labeled sweet. It's very sweet, but is quite delicious. And 6%, nothing to sneeze at. It's not a 5, but it is probably a 4.5. This is the best beverage I have had so far that is gluten-free.
All right. So, I mean, at this point, it's no secret that I'm a fan of cider as well as beer. I mean, it's straight fruit. You can't beat that. You're not really looking for much in lacing. There's no color to really speak of.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that.
This flavor is delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is the next best thing to the Foggy Ridge I was talking about earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 4.75. Absolutely delicious. I would recommend it to anyone who likes ciders, juices, things that aren't beer.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good way to go.
Yeah.
If you do like beer, if you like IPAs, I think it'll work.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Definitely options out there. If you have celiac, disease, then you can still drink and have a good time. Just, not have as many options, but there's still definitely decent options out there. We will take a quick break. We'll get back with the tunes. That's a wrap on Brewsday Tuesday. Stick around right here on 105.3 The Bear. See ya.